Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We have started with cardiovascular system module, and on 10th February we discuss some topics related to autopsy. First lecture about autopsy was what are types of autopsy, what is medical legal autopsy, and what are prerequisites for medical legal autopsy, medical legal importance of death, suspended animation, and what is thanatometer. We discussed this on 10th February 2020. Types of autopsy are number 1, psychological autopsy, number 2, medical legal autopsy, number 3, hospital autopsy or clinical autopsy. But when we say autopsy, or actually we mean medico legal autopsy. Prerequisite for medical autopsy are number 1, FIR, that is first information report as written by the police. Number 2, injury report as written by the police. Number 3, written request of the SHO, that is station head officer, which is usually inspector of police. Written request of that. After going through all these documents, then doctor is supposed to do autopsy without any unnecessary delay. Mostly autopsy is supposed to be done in daylight. Then on 13 February, lecture on autopsy, that was autopsy number 2. What are the types of incisions? What are types of primary incisions? What are instructions for medical officer for medical legal autopsy? What information of medical legal importance can be obtained from injury? We discussed this on 13 February 2020. What types of incisions are? Number 1, primary incisions, which are given to dead body. Number 2, secondary incisions, which are given to an organ to take it out from the body. Tertiary incisions are taken to that organ. When that organ is taken out from the dead body, the aim of this incision is to study the organ in detail. Primary incisions are further subdivided into I-shaped, Y-shaped, and modified Y-shaped. We have discussed all this in our lecture number 25th on 13th February 2020. On autopsy number 3 was about what information of medical legal importance can be obtained from autopsy. For example, who are you? What happened to you? How it happened? When it happened? You tried to defend yourself or not? You belong to which area? Whether you was born alive or dead. We have discussed this on 13th February 2020 in my lecture number 26. Poisons which can be inhaled, for example, hydrocyanic acid. Poisons which increase body temperature, for example, cocaine, or decrease body temperature like opium. Poisons which constrict the pupil are delayed. Poisons which constrict the pupil, for example, opium or opioids. And poisons which delay the pupil like datura or cocaine. We have discussed it. Organophosphor compounds poison also constrict the pupil. We discussed all this in my lecture 26 dated 17th February 2020. Then on 26th February 2020 we discussed further subtopics of autopsy. What information of medical legal importance can be obtained from radiology, from dentistry, and what is post-mortem staining. From radiology, we find out what is the cause of death. For example, a radiopaque body may be found in the dead body, that bullet, or a coin found in the pharynx, as children playing with some coin of maybe 5 rupees in his oral cavity, while running he may try to engulf or inhale it, and it may just fit in on the glottis and stop breathing, and leading to instantaneous death. And apparently no cause. It is apparently suspicious death, and radiology can help us. Then dentistry, whether the tooth or milk are permanent. Temporary teeth or milk teeth are different from permanent teeth by the differences are milk teeth are 20 in number, and they are completed till age 30 months, whereas the permanent teeth are 32 in number, and they are completed by the age 18 years. Milk teeth are smaller in size and no premolars in this case, and number of milk teeth is 20. Then we discuss the post-mortem staining. What information of medical legal importance can be obtained from post-mortem staining? What was the position of the dead at the time of death? Whether this position was changed or not. If this position is changed within 6 to 8 hours, then there is shifting of post-mortem staining. After 8 hours, it gets fixed. So it gives us a knowledge that dead body was lying in this position for more than 8 hours. Suppose if a body is found in a running water, when it is keep on changing its posture, its position, then post-mortem staining may be absent or very faint. When the cause of death is sudden severe hemorrhage, then post-mortem staining very faint, or post-mortem staining may be difficult to detect if skin color is not fair. It is very easy to detect in fair colored skin people. Post-mortem staining is a sure sign of death, and it also helps what was the cause of death. For example, from color of post-mortem staining, as it will be cherry red in case of death due to carbon monoxide poisoning, or it may be pink in case of death due to cyanides. It may be greenish if dead body is recovered from sewerage, drainage, because of production of H2S. It is again a sure sign of death. We discussed this in lecture number 27th, dated 26th February 2020. Then lecture on autopsy number 4. It was lecture number 28, dated 27th February 2020. In this, we discussed causes of negative autopsy. What are hazards of autopsy? Differentiate diagnosis between post-mortem room and mortuary. Difference between post-mortem room and mortuary. Mortuary is just like a refrigerator where dead body is kept, whereas post-mortem room is a room where autopsy is done. Dead body is given incisions on a table, autopsy table. Causes of negative autopsy we discussed on 27th February 2020. I repeat these. Number 1, this autopsy is external or internal. External examination is with dress or without dress. Internal is by giving incision to the body, And even if cause of death is obvious in one of the regions, in spite of this, all the three cavities of the body have to be opened. For example, cranial cavity, thoracic cavity, and abdominal cavity, or pleural cavity, or and peritoneal cavity. Even if cause of death is obvious, doctor has to open all the three cavities. Negative autopsy causes where the doctor is not knowing what he is doing and what he is looking for. In spite of all laboratory help and expertise of the doctor, usually 10% cases are difficult to detect what is the cause of death. Aim of autopsy to find out cause of death, mode of death, and time since death. Negative autopsy causes the doctor is not well trained, or number 2, external examination is difficult. For example, in case of snake bite or electrocution in hairy area or hidden areas, which is not properly inspected by the doctor. Or mostly the causes of negative autopsy are corruption in our country. Something wrong in the laboratory. When the chemicals used to detect any poison may be exhausted, or the person doing the test is not knowing what he is doing, or he is bribed. Other causes of negative autopsy are vagal inhibition, or spasm of coronary arteries, or air embolism, or pulmonary thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, or other causes like spasm of the respiratory tract, spasm of coronary arteries, may lead to sudden death, sudden unexpected. Doctor is injecting, and even a pinprick of that syringe may be sufficient to lead to vasovagal shock, and person may die. And death may be due to action of the drug or due to reaction of the drug. And number 3, due to simply vasovagal shock due to pinprick. Then on 29th, in my 29th lecture dated 27th February, we discussed what are preservatives used and what is chain of custody, causes of sudden death. Preservative mostly in our setup are 90% cases it is saturated solution of sodium chloride. And in other preservatives are this sodium fluoride or spirit. Today we will discuss some other topics. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Start of today's lecture. What is post-mortem interval and what is its significance? This is very important. Aim is to calculate. Aim of this subject of forensic medicine and toxicology is to do justice, to help the judiciary, to help the judge in furthering justice. Whether a person may be involved in this case or not. Person may be away. Post-mortem interval is the interval between death and post-mortem done. Suppose this post-mortem interval is of 2 days and the person involved in the story during investigation by police is not in the country for the last 4-5 days, so he may be involved in planning, but he is not involved in actual crime. And offense is component of 2 things. Number 1, planning. Number 2, actual act. And these 2 elements are essential component of offense. And what is offense? Anything which one must not do, he has done it, is offense. For example, no one is supposed to be involved in dacoity or murder. Number 2 definition of offense is anything which one must do and he has not done it. For example, stopping in a crossing in the red light. Suppose person is supposed to stop, but he has not obeyed this. It is again offense. And offense may be further subdivided into cognizable offense or non-cognizable offense. Cognizable offense is, for example, murder, in which police officer can arrest the person without any warrant. And non-cognizable offense are offenses related to property, in which warrant issued by the court are must to arrest any person involved in this. Post-mortem interval. How to calculate it? Suppose body will be warm, again depending upon the temperature of the environment in which the dead body is lying, or what is whether in it may be a month of June or July and air condition is on, room may be locked and air condition is working, so it then in such condition it may deceive. Temperature calculation, how to calculate? We use thermometer, which is different from clinical thermometer. Thermometer size different, graduation is up to 50 degrees centigrade, size is about 25 centimeter, and usually it is pushed into rectum of the dead to calculate. It will definitely help the doctor in calculating time since death, because after death there is no metabolic process in the body, no production of heat, but other conditions which also mislead the doctor. For example, when the cause of death may be due to infections, then post-mortem caloricity. It may also cause a problem in calculating the exact temperature. How to calculate the post-mortem interval from temperature of the dead. Then we also calculate from the development of rigor mortis, which will start from around the orbit and then facial muscles, then neck and other body muscles. We have discussed all this in the chapter of thanatology. Putrefaction of the dead also help the doctor a lot in calculation of the post-mortem interval. Apart from the body temperature, putrefactive changes are very helpful. Medico-legal importance of post-mortem staining we discussed in the previous lectures. It will help the doctor in finding the cause of death, position of the dead, and whether any change in the position after death. Usually it will be on the dependent part of the body. The blood, which is a fluid, after death this fluid disintegrate. The blood is in the blood vessels. It is not moving. Circulation is stopped because of death. Medico-legal importance of rigor mortis, that is body temperature. We have discussed it. Medico-legal importance, rigor mortis, stiffening of various body muscles after death. Immediately, what are signs of death? A doctor must know. Immediate sign of death, early sign of death, late sign of death. And we have discussed all this in the chapter of thanatology. Thanatology is changes occurring in the dead after death. Medico-legal putrefaction. Putrefaction, number 1, it is a sure sign of death. Number 2, it helps in calculating time since death. So many factors are interfering. Again, the environment may be cold, snow, hilly area, body dead body may be as if it is refrigerated, so less putrefaction changes will take place. Some modifications of putrefaction like mummification, the body is shriveled, dried up. It usually occurs in deserts, sandy area, hot desert, hot wind is blowing, the body is shriveled up. It also preserves the body features. Then adipose formation, for this is again a modification of putrefaction. Fatty tissues are mostly involved and moisture is must for adipose to take place. It will start in the fatty tissue of the body. External appearance of the dead body. This is death due to strychnine, which is the active principle of the seed, Strychnis nux vomica seed. Strychnine act on the spinal cord. In this, both the flexors and extensor muscles, they contract immediately. So from arching of body forwards, it may be backwards or it may be sidewards. Typical smell, that is stupid smile on the face of dead, Rhesus sardonicus. It will also help. What is the cause of death? Strychnine we discussed in special toxicology. What is strychnine and what is its mechanism of action? One seed of Strychnis nux vomica contains the fatal dose, that is 15 to 30 milligram. But its pericarp, its covering of the seed is very hard. It is not absorbed or it is not dissolved. It is not affected by the hydrochloric acid present in our stomach. So if a seed is engulfed, it is non-poisonous. And it is again very difficult to crush this seed in the oral cavity because of its very bitter taste. So it is usually part of some medicine prepared by Hakims because it is a tonic, usually act as aphrodisiac or drugs which are male sex tonic. A person middle-aged or old age may be having second, third or fourth marriage, and to stimulate his reproductive system, he may take the help of strychnine prepared by Hakim. Some syrup is used to prepare this, some medicine, and usually instruction is written on the bottle, shake well before use, and that syrup, that medicine may not be properly prepared or the last dose may contain more strychnine or the person is not tuned to take it, and this is not part of our normal routine life. It is abnormality, abnormally stimulating your reproductive system, which is spinal cord L1, and it may prove lethal. Death within 2 to 3 hours. So from external examination of death, if body is arched like this, cause is obvious. Cause of death is strychnine. In this, we find out what is called asphyxic trauma. Two causes of unnatural death are number one, poisons, number two, the trauma. Trauma may be to the any part of the body, to the oral cavity. In this case, force for closure of oral cavity. Lower lip is forcefully closed against the teeth, so a bruise is produced on the lower in respect of lower lip, which is diagnostic. What is the cause of death in this case? In this, the long hair of this female were used to strangulate her. Trauma to neck is very common in our setup because it doesn't require any weapon to be purchased. From external examination of the dead, this skin slip condition. The skin is easy to peel off. Even sometimes maggots may be appearing on the dead. So all this will not appear immediately after death. It is one of the late sign of death that will appear. It will take 5, 6, 7 days or more, again depending upon the temperature of the environment. In this, why radiology is must? Before autopsy, dead body must be extracted, especially all putrefied dead bodies must be extracted. Actually, this is a case of multiple shots from smoothbore weapon, and in this case, wound of entry will be present, but exit is missing. So many. So it gives us multiple shots. A cartridge may contain maybe 50, 100, maybe more than 200 pellet shots in a cartridge are present, and all they may find entry into the body may prove fatal, and it depends upon the distance from which body is hit. All injuries must be actually they must be examined properly, keeping in view their edges, their angles, and any bridging in the wound, and measurement of wound is must. A doctor must know what is injury and what is a wound. Injury is a legal term, whereas wound is a medical term. Wound may be external, may be internal. Wound may be open, wound may be closed. This is open wound. Examples of closed wounds are abrasion and bruises, and examples of open wound are incised wound or lacerated wound. Doctor must be able to differentiate whether this is a lacerated wound or incised, because weapons, blunt weapons, will lead to lacerations, whereas sharp weapon leads to incised wounds. All these wounds must be properly measured. This entrance wound range is very important, because story is written by the police, investigation is done by the police, and as and when the police think that medical knowledge must help in solving this problem, then they will get the help of the doctor by written request. Tattooing and density of tattooing is important, and it is number one, it shows wound of entry. This tattooing will be absent on the wound of exit. And this tattooing is due to burning gunpowder, and burnt gunpowder will produce blackening, which can be easily wiped off, whereas tattooing is difficult to wipe out. This lacerated wound helps us in calculating the distance of fire. Weapon which cause death. Medico-legal importance of urine. What information of medico-legal importance can be obtained from urine? If a person may be suffering from diabetes mellitus, or he is suffering from some kidney diseases, or pregnancy tested positive, so then it is urine of a female. Similarly, certain poisons, barbiturates will be excreted. Even alcohol will be alcohol from urine. Alcohol to blood ratio is 1:1.3. More in the urine, less in the blood. And from this we can also calculate how longer after this the body will be completely free of alcohol, and what is the level of alcohol at this time, even from checking the level of alcohol from the urine, and what was the level of alcohol in the body maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes before this, we can calculate. Aim of this slide is try your best to be up. This Forensic medicine, this subject is added to the syllabus of MBBS because this helps the law in furthering justice. This is the only duty, medical legal work is the only duty which a doctor is doing for the state. It is very easy to kill anyone, and after killing, that dead body may be hanged, and apparently a common person think that a ligature around the neck is due to because of rope, so it is obviously a cause of hanging. No, ligature mark around the neck can be produced if dead body is hanged within 2 hours after death. It is possible. Ligature mark. This is ligature mark, also known as mirror image phenomena. So trauma to neck is very easy to dispose of any person, even if depending upon the age of the victim. If age is 1 year or less than 1 year, he may not be able to resist, or in extreme age, or person may be not fully conscious or not be able to react, or he is overcome by so many people. So suppose if a pillow is placed on oral cavity, even if a hand is placed on to cover oral cavity as well as nose, person, it is possible the person may die. And after killing, this hanging may be antemortem or may be postmortem. First killed, then hanged, or hanging may be the cause of death. Similarly, this is common in our setup. Similarly, burns may be the cause of death, or sometimes first killed, then to make his person identity difficult, dead body is burned, or drowning may be the cause of death, or first killed and then thrown into water. Aim is to hide the crime and to run away. What is medical legal importance of death? We have discussed it already. Simply to repeat it, because this question is may be asked in the examination. Whether person is dead or not dead, he may be in suspended animation. Causes of suspended animation may be in yogis, voluntary or involuntary. A simple example is hibernation of lower animals like snake or frog, whether dead or not. And in suspended animation, routine methods are unable to give any information about breathing or about auscultation of the heart. So it is very difficult, and apparently this suspended actual apparent death causes may be so many. It may be so due to drowning, or maybe due to electrocution, or maybe due to overdose of barbiturates or overdose of opioids. Next is whether if person is not dead, then his organ can't be taken out from his body for transplantation. Third is certification of where doctor can't certify death till he is sure that person is, and he has to be sure. How he will be sure? ECG, flat ECG is a record. No breathing, no pulse, no fixed mid-dilated pupils, non-reacting, are indicative of brain death. Cause of death may be any. Pupil will be fixed and non-reacting. Sometimes it is very difficult. Pupils may be slow in reaction, yes, but doctor has very clear. ECG flat or EEG will help. Disposal of the dead. After the dead, as Muslims, we bury, and keeping them in other religions, they have their own system of disposal of the dead. To settle property issues, person has to be dead, or it may be important regarding remarriage of a widow. Medical legal autopsy protocol. Valid written authority by the police in case of police inquest, or which is 90% in our setup, it is police inquest, and about 10% cases it is court inquest. When court is asking for autopsy, then written request by the court. As for example, when police is involved in killing of anyone, examination of relevant papers we have discussed, which prerequisite for autopsy, entry into register, autopsy register, and this entry is very important because this medical legal report will be part of that case till decision is made by the courts of various level. It may start from district and high court, then Supreme Court. This is FIR as written by the police. It will help the area from where dead body is recovered, date, time, expected time, and dead body recognized by whom. Arrangement of these persons, relatives or family friend is job of police. Police will do it, and doctor is supposed to make entries of all these, and there must not be any overwriting or cutting, and if it is must, then it should be minimum. Police report, what in opinion of the police, what is the cause of death, and in this case this postmortem number 188 date 07 or Khyber Medical College, this is 28th March 2007, Budware area Thana. The cause of death of this person was due to firearm injury. Stages of autopsy examinations. Physical examination of dress. What information of medical legal importance can be obtained from dress? External examination of the dead is with dress or without dress, and then doctor is supposed to collect various evidence, for example trace evidence like hair. Physical examination of body surface including palpation, collection of any evidence, opening of body cavities, internal contents of cavities, collection of specimens, closure of body after giving and reconstruct and making it into presentable form, so that the family members and friends, they must not be disturbed much. They are already emotional because of death of their near and dear ones, but doctor must be careful. Aim is not to flare up. Disposal of the dead body. Eye-shaped incisions starting from the suprasternal notch straight down to pubic symphysis by avoiding the umbilicus. Aim of avoiding the umbilicus is so that when stitching will be easy if umbilicus is avoided in this incision. Then Y-shaped starting from either side of angle of jaw, a V-shaped till suprasternal notch, then I-shaped. Modified Y-shaped are usually for ladies. Y, its limbs are just below the female breast, and then I-shaped as usual. Opening of thoracic cavity as given in this picture, straight decision, and all this job is done by the morticians, though it should be done by doctors, but in our setup mostly it is done by morticians. Opening of thoracic cavity, aim is to inspect what is the cause of death. Pleural cavity must be properly examined for any fluid or any blood or any pus in the pleural cavity or any collapse of the lung or diseases of the lungs, asbestosis, pneumoconiosis and others, especially if person is a factory worker. This is I-shaped incisions. Opening of the chest, incisions are given on either side of the sternum, cutting the costochondral ribs at costochondral junctions, and then removing or displacing the sternum to either side. Examination of abdominal cavities. Again, what is the find out cause of death? Fluid or blood in the peritoneum. In one case, the rupture of spleen was found. Peritoneum was full of blood and spleen was ruptured. And police story was not according to the cause of death. On further interrogation, the external examination, after properly washing the dead body, a mild abrasion was found on the left side of the chest. So, on further probing, it was proved that husband of that dead lady kicked his wife, and she was having enlarged spleen, usually due to malaria or maybe leukemia or kala-azar and other reasons, and maybe due to congestive cardiac failure. And enlarged spleen is easy to rupture. Inspection of all other organs of, especially organ of generation. On X-ray, this uterus may be containing some fetus, and female may be unmarried, so this may be a cause of death. Or husband, she may be married and husband is not in the country for the last 2 years, he is away, so she may be pregnant and then no way out, she is unable to face the society. So if sometimes abortion may be the cause, that is criminal abortion. Abortion stick may be found in the female genital tract. Opening of the cranial cavities. First, the neck is extended. Neck is supported by a wooden block, maybe a brick or some stone. Then incisions. First incision is from one mastoid to another mastoid, intermastoid on the vertex. Then two flaps are raised on either sides. The skin is pushed backward and toward the forehead. This skull is made visible, and then skull is cut by using electric cutters at an angle of 120, generally about 2 inches up from the orbit and toward the external occipital protuberance. A circular cut by saw. The bone is very difficult to cut, it is very hard. This cut remove the calmarium with the help of chisel, separating it from dura mater. And if you expect the cause of death is injury, fracture of skull, then this chisel must not be used, because it will aggravate, it will create problem in solving whether cause of this fracture of skull is due to use of chisel or it is due to trauma leading to unnatural death. Opening of the superior longitudinal sinus to see any thrombus in this or maybe air bubble in it. Give circular cut in dura along the saw cut. Reflect the dura toward midline. Cut the cerebral veins. Cut the dura attachment with great cerebral fissures. Pull falx cerebri posteriorly, exposing full surface of cerebral hemispheres from the floor of anterior cranial fossa by use of left hand. Push it up, and scissor will be held in right hand, and cutting the optic nerves and other attachments. Free attachments with scissor and cut optic nerve and carotid arteries on each side. Support the brain on left hand. Cut the tentorium cerebelli on each side along its attachment to the petus temporal bone. Divide the cranial nerves, and lower end amygdala is to cut and take the brain out of cranial cavity. Support brain in right hand and lift cerebellum upward and remove from the cranial cavity. Examine the base of skull by stripping off the dura if fracture is suspected. It is very difficult. Such type of fractures may be missed on radiology. The skull is having inner and outer table, and fracture of inner table may be easy and may be missed. And if stripping of dura is done, especially in the posterior cranial fossa, then it is very easy to diagnose, but this is the cause of death. Otherwise, it may be missed in radiology. Place the brain on a tray dissecting board. Examine the dural senses and brain surfaces. Special examination if needed. This is how incision is given. This figure A, and flap on either side, figure B. A and B are actually for the support of neck of the dead. This is start of the incision. Again, use of electric cutters, removing the calvaria, use of scissors, cutting of optic nerves and other attachment of the brain, taking out of brain. Then examination of vertebral column and spinal cord by the interior approach. Usually this is avoided, but if it's specifically required, especially poisons which act on the spinal cord like strychnine, then the vertebral column has to be cut and spinal cord is preserved for examination in the forensic laboratory. Anterior approach or by a posterior approach. Post-mortem report is important. How a doctor must write post-mortem report. Medical legal work. The person may be alive, for example, then a doctor help the law in number 1, estimating what is the age of that person. Number 2, to find out any physical trauma or sexual trauma or mental, whether the person is mentally fit or not. And in case of dead, again a medical legal report, that is postmortem report or autopsy report, to find out the cause of death, mode of death, time since death, whether born, alive or dead. This is how postmortem report is written. That's name of the person, father name, body recognized by thana areas, time, examination of the body, cause of death, external appearance of the body, especially neck is very important, skull, and X-ray. Dead body must be X-ray because it is of great importance and it will help in most of the cases in finding the cause of death. Injuries, all injuries must be noted. Then thorax, about the condition of thoracic cavity, wall, ribs, cartilage, pleura, injured or not injured, healthy. Pericardium, in this case pericardium was injured, left lung was injured, thoracic cavity was injured, pleura injured. So because it was case of firearm injury. Then abdomen, again abdominal organs must be properly inspected, and whether they are healthy or not must be mentioned. Then remarks by medical officer, very important. He has to give his opinion. In my opinion, the disease died due to injury to the left lung and heart due to firearm. He has to sign it, and time since death, he has to mention it. And again, on a diagram, he has to label and sign what was the injuries. Injury number 1, number 2. This is injury left side of the body, right side of the body. Injury number 1, posterior aspect of the body, and injury number 2, interior aspect of the body. Again signed 26 June 2003. If any problem, you're welcome.